Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're really getting into something foundational for Maratha history. We're looking at Saibai Nimbalkar, Shivaji Maharaja's first queen, and maybe his most cherished, often overlooked, but, well, we want to show you just how vital she really was.
Exactly. And the sources, they're quite revealing. They let us piece together not just, who she was, her background, but also the why. Why this marriage and what was her actual impact? It's significant.
Okay, so let's start there. Saibai Nimbalkar, who was she? Tell us about her roots.
Right, so Saibai Nimbalkar, born around 1633. She was the daughter of Mahadji Krishnaji Nimbalkar. He was the Deshmukh of Phaltan, a major regional figure.
Phaltan Jagir, that's in Maharashtra, right? A noble Maratha family.
Precisely. Deep roots in the Maratha nobility.
Yeah.
And the marriage itself, it took place in 1640 CE at Mahal in Pune. She would have been, about 7 years old then? Very young.
7, wow. And I read her father, Mahadji Nimbalkar, was actually a cousin of Jijabai, Shivaji's mother.
That's right, yes.
So there was already a family link there. Was that just convenient? Or did it play a bigger role, especially with the Nimbalkars being pretty influential under Bijapur at the time?
Oh, it was definitely more than just convenience. That link was key. The Nimbalkars were, as you say, a powerful clan under the Bijapur Sultanate, a major Deccan power back then. So this existing family tie through Jijabai, it wasn't just symbolic. It built on a foundation of trust, family loyalty, hugely important for Shivaji, who was just starting out.
Okay, so let's unpack this a bit more then. This marriage, Shivaji's first, why was it so important? What were the strategic layers here beyond the personal?
Well, the strategic angle was paramount.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It was a direct political alliance with the Nimbalkar Deshmukhs, very powerful players.
Yeah.
Marrying Saibai essentially brought Shivaji crucial internal support, manpower, loyalty, local influence, things he desperately needed for his Swarajya idea, his vision for independence.
Right, building that internal base.
Exactly. And there's another layer, too, cultural compatibility. Saibai came from a respected Hindu Maratha noble family. This fit perfectly with the traditional values Jijabai championed. It wasn't just about pleasing his mother, though that helped. It solidified his image, broadened his support among the Maratha elite. It was a socially ideal match, reinforcing everything he was trying to build.
That makes sense. Politics and culture intertwined. But here's where it gets really interesting for me. What about Saibai the person? What do we know about her character, her relationship with Shivaji?
Yeah, this is where her personal impact shines through, though it's often subtle in the records. Sources tell us she was deeply loved by Shivaji. He had an affectionate name for her, Sai. She's described as simple, wise, very kind.
Qualities that would be valuable in a royal court, I imagine.
Incredibly valuable. She apparently managed relationships really well, not just with Shivaji, but with his other queens later on and the whole royal family. Think about it in a setup with multiple queens, potential rivalries. Yeah. Her ability to foster harmony. That's quiet, internal diplomacy. Absolutely vital. It prevented friction that could have really damaged things.
So a stabilizing force.
A crucial one. But tragically, her life was cut short. She passed away in 1659 CE, still very young. And historical accounts suggest Shivaji was deeply affected by her death, emotionally hit hard.
And their son, Sambhaji, he was born just a couple of years before she died.
Yes, Sambhaji Maharaj, born 1657. He, of course, went on to become the second Chhatrapati. After Saibai's death, his grandmother, Rajmata Jijabai, took over his upbringing.
So when we pull this all together, what's the legacy here? Saibai Nimbalkar, clearly more than just the first name on a list of queens. She was Shivaji's most loved companion, it seems. Provided that critical early political alliance and brought a kind of moral stability, a unity to the family itself.
Absolutely. She represents a really crucial piece of the puzzle. Which leads us to a final thought, something for you, the listener, to consider. How much do these foundational relationships, these early alliances, often hidden from the main headlines, actually shape history? Think about Saibai's contribution, that unseen strength, that personal connection, that political necessity. How much does that kind of bedrock support the rise of empires, the grand narratives we usually focus on? Is worth pondering.